And welcome to All Over the Pitch, the channel where the American sports fan and dad, that's me, explores the exciting world of football. On this episode, we have Premier League predictions. I know it's a little bit late. We're going to play two games of GeoGuessr's Premier League 2023-2024 season map on GeoGuessr. But first, I know we're about 48 hours into the season. Holland starting off with in a magnificent way with a goal with inside 4 minutes of the first match against Burnley with the victory. But we still got to predict the table. We got to do that first. And then we're going to get into play two GeoGuessr games. We're going to try to get some more content up on this channel over the next couple weeks and get into a rhythm. If there's any suggestions or comments on things that you like and want to hear from on me, comment down below or send me an email. Okay, Premier League predictions. Will Manchester City win the title again? Will Luton stay up? Well, those are the big questions, and we're going to try to address it, at least from my perspective, the American soccer dad. By the way, I was at a tournament today. We call them soccer tournaments. I know in some parts of the world, football festivals, but out there with my daughter actually coaching today. So we drew one game and lost another. But hey, it's beginning of the season in the Premier League, and it's beginning of the season in youth football in the United States. Okay, first, who do we pick first place here? You have to go with Man City. Man City's going to I don't think they're going to run away with the title, but let's face it, they've got the best squad out there. Second, a little interesting here because I'm going to pick crosstown rivals Manchester United. I think Ten Hag's going to have this team playing extremely well, maybe a little bit above their capabilities in terms of their quality. Just missing some key pieces, I think, on that team. But nonetheless, I think they will get into a rhythm there. But that said, third place, Arsenal. It could be Arsenal, Manchester United for me here. That's for me. It's just a coin toss. Arsenal for third. In fourth, a little tough one, but I'm going to go with Liverpool. Liverpool's going to, I think, play pretty well this year. I think that they're going to start off pretty fast. They're going to start off well and finish in fourth for Champions League for the fourth and final Champions League spot. The next one I am going to go with. Let's see here. I'm going to go with Newcastle in fifth place. Newcastle. I think they could be. They're going to be. There's going to be a battle here between Liverpool, Newcastle, and the next one. Thinking about putting Aston Villa right behind Newcastle in sixth and seventh. They're going to have Chelsea right there. Eighth, we're going to just go straight down here with another London-based team, which is Tottenham. Tottenham losing Harry Kane. I don't care what anybody says. I know Harry Kane scored a lot of goals for that club. To make up that goal loss, it's going to be tough, I think, and they're going to. I wouldn't say they're going to struggle this year, but they're going to. I think we have a little harder time with the goal scoring. I wouldn't say call them opportunities, but goal scoring ability, I guess. All right, so that takes us to eighth. In ninth place, I actually have Brighton finishing in ninth place. It'll be interesting. I know, again, I'm an American sports dad, football fan from the United States. The one player that I'm keeping my eye on for Brighton, again, you're going to have a little bit of American, twist to this channel, is Tyler Adams. I don't know. I saw the latest thing. I'm not sure if he's going to sign it out. Didn't see much today, to be quite honest with you, with my daughter's tournament. But I think Brighton, Tyler Adams could help. I think Tyler Adams could help any team. I don't know if they play a double pivot or not, but he is a great center defensive midfielder. I think that can clean up a lot of things. Not a best distributor in the world, but somebody that could definitely help a team, push a team a little bit further forward on the pitch. And I think if he goes to Brighton, it'd be interesting to see how he fares there. But again, I'm not sure what his status is at Leeds, and I know Chelsea thing got whatever. That whole thing. That's another discussion for another day. I'm almost 5 minutes into this episode. So let's go for it, and let's pick the next. Who do we go for 10th place? Do we pick Brentford? Do we pick Burnley? Crystal Palace, Fulham. I'm not sure about this one, but I'm thinking Brentford Bees will finish in 10th and 11th, right behind that. I do like Vincent Company. I know they lost to Manchester City in the first match, but I'm going to pick Burnley in 11th. In 12th, we go further down the table, and I think Fulham will have enough quality throughout the year. Again, I'm maybe a little bit biased because Tim Ream and Anthony Robinson playing the left back, center back. I just, with them, pretty solid. But again, I'm not sure the quality that they're going to have to sustain a season long, like they did this past year. Could they go higher than 12th? I'm not really sure if they can. So 12th is probably a little bit optimistic for me. Again, I'm an American here, so I'm going to probably expand on and go into a little more of the American-based players. This is what it is. All right, 13th place. Who do we have? We have Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, West Ham. One of those teams. I think you could just, again, you're getting into a spot here in this mid-table range where it could be any of these teams could take anybody else's spot. But I think Bournemouth is going to finish in 13th. Right behind Bournemouth is going to be Crystal Palace. I think between 11th and 14th, I think you're going to have any of these one teams could finish 11th, and any of these one teams could finish in 14th. I think Brentford there's a pretty good gap. Brighton, I think that's with the coaching. The management here, even Burnley, I do like Vincent Company, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how they fare. All right, so we've got a bunch of teams left. I think West Ham will finish. This is okay. So from 15 down to 20, I think these teams are going to be fighting relegation, the relegation battle for most of the year. I know Tim Howard on an American broadcast said that Crystal Palace is going to go down, but with Hodgson, I don't. It's not going to happen. But I saw that and I thought Robbie Mustoe and I can't think of the lady that hosts the broadcast, Rebecca Lowe on NBC looked like they were going to fall over when he said that. But yeah, Crystal Palace is going to be there. But yeah, West Ham, I think they're the safest on this. And I'll be honest, I think Nottingham Forest will stay up. I think Matt Turner's going to have a great season. I think he's going to shock a lot of people. He's going to make a lot of he's going to save good shot stopper. I don't know. He's not great with his feet, but I think he's going to help them quite a bit this year in some close games. Now, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. This is just my personal opinion. We've got Everton, Luton, Sheffield United, and Wolves. I hate to say this, but Sheffield United, Wolves, and Everton are going down. I think Everton has escaped relegation over the last 2 years. Just narrowly, and I think they just don't have it to stay up. I think it's just going to be one of those years they're going to go down. So I'm going to have Luton, ironically enough, staying up. They're just going to find it. They're going to find there's going to be a lot of games. I think they're going to be, how should I say it? It's interesting to see how many teams do stay up, how many teams go right back down that come up. I think Luton's one of those teams that's going to stay up. I think the person that's going to finish in dead last, can we pick 20th? Yeah, if we pick 20th, we're going to go straight to 20th. We're going to pick Sheffield United. They're going to go straight down. I don't think they have the quality. I don't think they're going to get many points this year. That's just me. They're going to finish in 20th, and you could take your pick between Everton and Wolves here. I'm going to go with in 18th place. We'll go with Everton and Wolves going down. So there you go, Wolves. It's been a fixture of the Premier League for quite some time, but they're going to be going down this year, unfortunately. I do like Wolves. I've always liked them. Yao Matinho and the like. Raul Jimenez, some great teams there, but unfortunately their run of the Premier League, I believe, will come to the end this year. And there we have it. Man City, Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool in the top 4. Brentford finishing in the top 10. And unfortunately, Everton, Wolves, and Sheffield United will be going down. Luton and Nottingham Forest, I think this battle is going to go down to the last probably couple match days. Nottingham Forest, Luton, Everton. I think Wolves and Sheffield United will be far out of, will be relegated probably earlier rather than later. That's just my pick. That's hey, that's for you. This is first prediction on All Over the Pitch. Let me know your predictions. Let me know who your top 4 is and who do you think are going to be relegated this year in the Premier League. Now, let's get into the Premier League. We're going to play this GeoGuessr game. And we're going to do this as a minute 30 moving, panning, zooming allowed challenge. And the play along link, as you know it from all over the map, is in the description below. So those of you that are new to the channel, if you want to play along, the play along links will be in the description or the comments down below. Play along, have some fun, and see if you can beat me in the score. We're going to go for 2 games in this. I'm going to try to get 10 stadiums, 10 grounds of the Premier League. Hopefully we don't get repeats. Let's go. All right, we have got, what do we have here? Is this Sheffield United? It looks like Sheffield United. Didn't recognize the ground, but now I do. Sheffield United Football Club. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not going to start chanting, but I'm in that mode of chanting. Here we go. Sheffield United Football Club, Bramall Lane. We're looking north. I think we're in the, what is this, the Westfield Heath stand? What stand is this? I'm not really sure. Somebody, there's the cop to the right. And who are they playing? Walsall, the Blades versus Walsall. This has got to be a couple years ago then. There we go. 40 seconds. We got, we're on the other side. Okay. There we go. Sheffield United. That might be the one year, at least in my opinion, that they'll be up. Match day menu. And we've got Brighton. I did not know this. Look at this. This is Mullery's. Has anybody been here? Wow, this is Pele. This is cool. I wish I would have done this a little longer. Mansell, McTaggart, stand or fall. Brighton. They will be in the top 10. And yeah, there's a hospitality suite. Excuse me. Brighton. I think about it for a second. Hold on. Where are we, Brighton? Are we not showing up here? Uh-oh. Brighton's not showing up. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. Whitdean Sports Complex, I think. If I recall, I thought it was out here. There, way out here. Well, look at that. That's far outside. Looking east, northeast, so maybe we're over here in the hospitality suite. Mullery's. Does Mullery's show up here? Don't see it, but it is Brighton and Hove Albion. Okay, I guess the pin's just in that location, whatever. All right, so you go Brighton to the Etihad, and we've got Manchester City here, who I think are going to win the Premier League. I'll be honest with you, I know it's going to make some people mad. I'm not a fan of Manchester City, folks. I'm not a fan of Manchester City at all. In fact, I hope they don't win it. But let's be realistic here. They're probably the best team. And we're over here. Yeah, it's not. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go visit England. I'm not going to visit here. I'm not going to be visiting the stadium. I'll be visiting Old Trafford. If anybody wants any clues on that one. 29 yards, 4,997 points. Manchester City. All right, we've got Aston Villa, Reebok, Under Armour, and Reebok. Wow, okay. Aston Villa Football Club in Birmingham, England. Nice setting there. Now, Villa Park, home of Aston Villa. The North Stand, I think we're down here in this corner, hopefully, and Aston Villa. Villa Park for round 4, round 5. And there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United. Old Trafford. Hopefully, I think there might be a possibility that there could be a title race going on between the three. I think the title race is going to be between Arsenal, Manchester City, and Manchester United up until probably later in this, probably March timeframe. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. There's the Stretford end. Let's go to Manchester City. Not Manchester City, Manchester United. Across Manchester City, the city, not city. Oh my gosh, a little crazy there. Oh boy. The Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. We are right. There we go. The Stretford End, looking towards the Stretford End, 5,000 points for 24,981. Manchester, the city of Manchester. So we got first and second relegation, top 10, top 10. So we got Aston Villa and Villa Park, the Amex in Brighton, Hove Albion, Bramall Lane with Sheffield United, and Old Trafford. All right, let's play this one more time. Ooh, I finished. What did I get there? Hopefully beat me. Hopefully somebody gets a perfect score on this one. All right, we will do this one as a minute. We're going to speed the second game up to not 50 seconds. Can we do is it possible to do a minute here? Is it possible to get this thing right? All right, 1 minute. There we go. Took me a little while. Again, the play along links, if you're not used to this, are in the description below or the comments down below. So let's get off and do this quickly. Newcastle, I believe. Yes, St. James's Park, Newcastle United. And I think this is in the city center. Shearer's Sports Bar and Lounge. A modern hangout with a pub fare and patio. Shearer. Who is Shearer? Who is that guy? I'm just kidding. I know Alan Shearer. Hey, when I think of Alan Shearer, I'm thinking of Harry Kane, all the goals and stuff like that. Just imagine Alan Shearer going to Bayern Munich. Actually, what do you think about that? What would you think of if Alan Shearer went to play for Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund at, I wouldn't say the height of his career? What would you? I'm just curious of what people think. Times have, well, changed a little bit with players playing in Germany, I guess, from England. And I don't even know if that was a thing or not. There's Winder. He is the first one to the match. Winder. Isn't that crazy? Winder is ready to go. Winder is having some fun at the Olympic Stadium in London. It's the London Stadium. Here we go. Here we are, the London Stadium. I will be honest. Listen, I would probably visit and watch a match here, but I'm just not this is just not a English football ground for me. The style. I just like the rectangle style of stadiums, not the round. The round stuff is for the birds for me. Not a fan of that stadium at all. Maybe I should do a ranking of stadiums I'd like to see. All right, this is one stadium I absolutely love. Fulham Football Club, Craven Cottage, the cottage on the banks of the Thames, this neighborhood. This for me is English football. Stadiums with football grounds like this with the Swans here. Yeah, this is it for me. This is when I come to visit. Listen, love Manchester United, but Fulham is just I don't know what it is. It's like, I'm not a Boston Red Sox fan, but you want to see Fenway Park. You want to see these unique grounds. I don't know what it is. It's the atmosphere. It's the smell. And I'm not sure. Again, I haven't been to England, but old ballparks, stadiums, grounds in the United States have a distinct smell to them, like peanuts or stale. Like it's just something about it. Again, I don't know how to explain it. If you know what I'm saying here, let me know down below. That smell of the old ground. Anyway, maybe you just think I'm a little crazy saying that. All right. Bournemouth. So the Bournemouth directors, the Vitality Stadium. I'm not sure if it's still called the Vitality Stadium, but yeah, look at this. This is another one. Would love to visit Bournemouth. The classic football ground, a small, intimate feel here. That's what I like about it. You're right on top of the field. And I'm not sure where the Vitality is here. I know if Vitality Arena. Oasis Fun. I think they're at Vitality Stadium, fourth round. 5,000 points. Bournemouth, and we're back to Bramall Lane. So we did get a double, but that's good. At least we didn't get too many of them. There we are. And there we go. Sheffield United. So we got Newcastle, St. James's Park. We got Sheffield once again, Bramall Lane. We got the London Stadium, the old Olympic Stadium, I guess, and West Ham United, Fulham, and Bournemouth. Out of these 5, what stadiums, how would I rank these stadiums of stadiums I would like to visit? Fulham, just because I've always, I guess one of the first football matches I saw on pay-per-view in the United States was Manchester United at Fulham. Maybe 99, 2000 time frame-ish. And just that whole atmosphere, that's it. Seeing these old grounds, that's where it stood. So I would love to visit Fulham and Craven Cottage. And then I would have to go after this one, probably up to St. James's Park. The atmosphere's got to be intense and insane there. I'd love to see a match there. Then I'd come down to Bournemouth, just the intimate feel of that. Love that ground. Then probably Bramall Lane in Sheffield United. Not as familiar with it. Obviously, I haven't seen it too much. Don't watch the Championship over the past couple years as much. And then London Stadium, if I'm there and that's, let's say, all the teams in London aren't playing, I'd probably go there. I wish it was the bowling ground, the old football ground at West Ham. I like that one. Just wish they could go back to a new ground. Anyway, those are the 2 games. You saw my predictions. Let me know about your predictions below, and we'll have another all over the pitch, probably GeoGuessr game. Bundesliga is upcoming, and Finnish football stadiums. If you have any other requests of games you want me to play, any other suggestions for the channel, let me know in the comments down below. But I really appreciate you tuning in, following me. You can also follow me over on All Over the Map. Got a lot of good stuff over there. And also on Twitter on All Over the Map. Twitter account coming soon for All Over the Pitch. So stay tuned for more great content from the world of football from an American perspective. With that said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.